What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Walla 320 reporting on your weekly video game retarded news. And as we've seen the community just get pretty much, I don't know, man, whether it's exposed or not exposed, you're really seeing who the true dumbass in this community coming out. As I mentioned in the previous video, and apologies for the lack of camera, guys. Having some issues with my USB cable on the back of my PC, so I'm gonna have to get a new camera, but that'll be fixed by the time the next time I end up streaming. And the thing is, I don't think anybody realized how crazy Spider-Man would drive the fanboys, man. A lot of these idiots, like I said before, are just in an uproar, man. They won't admit that they're wrong about this particular game, about the upgrade, about anything, right? And they're trying to do everything and anything to make sure that they don't give in and say they were wrong, because for some stupid reason, I don't know what it is on the internet, admitting you're wrong, I guess basically means you're destroying your orbits. I don't understand. I really can't understand why you can't admit you're wrong on the internet. Maybe they're the same type of way in real life, man, but it's something that pretty much people knew you had no expertise in, so we really didn't expect accurate results coming out of your mouth. And the fact that professionals and educated people debunked it, and you still can't admit you're wrong, just really reiterates how stupid you truly are. And at this point, guys, Spider-Man looks like it's going to break a lot of records. And in my opinion, it's going to surpass God of War, man, just because of Spider-Man and the recognition of him amongst everybody, especially children, man. Because you can't tell me a kid knows Kratos and he's not going to know Spider-Man. They're going to know Spider-Man. A lot of children don't even care about or know about Kratos or God of War, like how well that game sold, guys. So at this point, it's inevitable. And I'm going to go into this analyst, I guess NPD prediction. A lot of people misread this, thought it was worldwide. But, we're going to take a look at the NPD predictions for Spider-Man. And this goes by, where's his name? Matt Piscatella. He seems to be extremely positive for the sales success of Spider-Man PS4 and shared expectations of the game's launch month and overall sales. And I know a lot of you guys, like me, when you started reading this shit, said you got to be an analyst to basically make something as predictable as this, man. Because it's obvious it's going to sell well. It's obvious it's going to be a smash hit, right? And let's see if he goes into any specifics. He said it's going to be a holiday hit, high 80s meta. It's pretty much at 87 right now, right? So it gives him more confidence. His prediction of it coming in at around 10 on the annual full game sales charts for the U.S. And to me, it's a kind of a conservative estimate, man. I would say it might be fifth or fourth, but honestly, obviously the fact that he's taking into account that it's only going to be released or out for what 4 months compared to the entire year. Like God of War and Monster Hunter had a lot more time to accumulate the sales, but I'm gonna say that it's gonna override that shit. Just like I said, based on the name of Spider-Man, and it's just weird to me because I mean nowadays with the Avengers and shit trending, you gotta recognize that this thing is as important as it's ever been, man. Spider-Man's never been this popular, and I'm gonna go out of my way and take a risk and just say it's gonna finish in the top five, not in the 10. And I know it's only with 4 months, but I think that just the push, the fucking name, the fucking hero, and the Avengers is just gonna fucking, it's gonna make this unstoppable force, man. It's gonna be selling into next year and probably for months to come. And so like I said, he picked it to finish 10th overall. And surprisingly, their last best NPD release coming from Insomniac was was Resistance 2 back in November 2008, man. I know that game didn't really sell well overall, and I'm surprised that Ratchet and Clank wasn't their best-selling game for a month in NPD, but I guess this did the trick because, I guess back then games in the fall had a little bit more cachet, whereas nowadays you release an exclusive in the fall unless it's something really well known, you're going to get stomped. And it might have been the case that obviously people on PS3 back then were just starved for games, so they probably just bought it. Not only the fact that it was a really solid game, but they needed something new to play. And '09 was this '08, excuse me, happened to be a pretty decent year for them. They had Metal Gear 4, Little Big Planet, if you remember from way back when. And gotta be honest, man, that feels like just yesterday, living through those times when those games were coming out. But it's crazy how fast time goes by, man. And it's just another one of these years where you're trying to just guesstimate and see how these games are gonna do, man. But I mean, worldwide, I'm sure Ratchet and Clank was their best-selling game for a month. I guess Resistance just narrowed it out for that NPD, man. Again, very shocking. But if that's accurate data, then fuck, color me surprised. And so I guess the best superhero game he's gonna compare it to is what, Arkham 9 in 2015, highest ever launch month sales for comic book based IP on a Sony platform. I think it's gonna beat that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know, man. To me, it's conservative, even though he's being overwhelmingly positive. But at this point, there's really nothing else to say except the fact that the game's gonna do fantastic. And moving on from this, and then some more important Xbox news. They've released a brand new Greaseproof controller, guys. So instead of giving you games and continuing to keep complaining about crossplay, which I will do my next video on about, since I had a little issue with Twitter and a little bit of a flame wars with Mr. Mikey Barr himself. Um, that's what these guys do, man. They complain about other systems not doing shit that they want. They complain about all this other stupid stuff and never bring up the fact that you have to pay for their online services to play free-to-play games like Fortnite. And they never answer these questions once you direct it to them on Twitter, because they're fucking babies, just like some of their stupid, idiotic fans. You know, aka Kid Smooth and etc. But, I mean, look, guys, if this is your taste, then go buy 20 million Xboxes, you know. That way they can make up a lot of that gap and buy their controllers, and maybe they'll give you games. Or you can just buy a PS4 and just play the games right away, because they're releasing at this point every other week, it seems like. Seen Dragon Quest, Yakuza Kiwami 2, the PSVR games like Firewall Zero, and my personal favorite, The Persistence, which is a sci-fi horror PSVR game. So, yeah, they actually did a demonstration of this shit, guys, just in case you thought, I mean, shit, man. Who would have thought Microsoft would be trying to rip you off again? But this time they showed substantial proof as to how this freaking thing withstands grease. Basically throwing it into a KFC bucket. Yeah, guys, this is real. I mean, I had to do a double take when I saw this shit initially, but this is real. And basically a play on a PUBG, chicken dinner, dinner winner, something something stupid. Fortnite's being played more than you now, but yeah. Um, this is about it for Xbox. I got nothing else, man. I try to report on a lot of things. You know, Nintendo Switch, they got Dead Cells outdoing the PS4 version, so there's that. At least they got something going on, waiting for Super Smash Brothers. But yeah, man. I mean, at this point, it's just funny to make fun of them, man. I gotta admit, do have a nice time shitting on them because of all their nonsense from last generation, and they're still doing it even this generation. Losing, getting your ass kicked, not releasing content, and you still have the balls to go on Twitter and talk nonsense, whether it's your fans trying to basically spread bullshit about a game that's going to do well and sell incredible and has scored great, or whether it's about people being a cult. So the cult that prefers games and games on a consistent basis is supposed to be a bad thing, i.e. the gamers, that's a cult. So what are you guys, the cults of fraudulent behavior, stupidity, non-research, even more stupidity, more prevalent retardation, lack of games, lack of skills at games. I keep going on and on and on, guys, but at this point, you know what this fan base is. Oh, my bad. I didn't even go to the scene, so you guys couldn't see that. Alright, we're going to do a retake real quick. I totally fucked that up, guys. So this is originally the Spider-Man stuff from the analyst I was talking about. I'm going to go through this real quick because I obviously fucked up. I honestly thought you guys were seeing this, but yeah. I guess when I don't do a stream with a camera, I get kind of fucked up in the head. I'm going to go right quick to this Xbox, which I'm telling you didn't miss much of. I'll show you the fucking demonstration of the grease controller again. This page is so short. It's literally this video and a couple other fucking paragraphs. Absolute nonsense, man. This is literally what Xbox fans have to deal with. And if you're there still defending this console, man, I don't know what to call you other than you're either a non-gamer, you mindlessly support a piece of plastic, or you're an idiot altogether, which covers both bases, I would say. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. I'll be on probably tomorrow, Saturday. I'm going to do a new segment called Recommendations or Games of the Week Release. Stuff I picked up and stuff that I think scored and, you know, plays pretty solidly that you might be interested in. And I just want to get that whole crossplay thing out of the way because I'm not sure if I addressed it. Pretty sure I didn't. But that'll be on either tomorrow or Saturday as well. So, guys, appreciate your time and your patience. And let me know what you guys think. I mean, do you think I'm full of shit thinking Spider-Man's going to oversell my pony? Because I know it's going to sell great, but is it going to be God of War? I think it's going to be a new record, man. Me personally, I think it's just going to be another record, another feather in the cap of Sony. I mean, God of War, I think, set records that haven't been done since, what, PlayStation 1? So if they can do that within a year's span, that'd be something incredible and something else they can tout. And, you know, if I was them, I just send one of these Metacritic scores to one of these stupid Xbox execs so they can shut the fuck up. But I'm not sure how that works because they're Japanese and humble. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Bullet 320 is out. Be safe.